Hello!
Several people have contacted me and said I should pull this thing to bits to see what makes it tick, or see what made it tick, or perhaps see if I can make it tick again if I'm lucky. And I thought, why not? That sounds like an interesting midweek bonus video thing, so let's do it. Maybe I can get my own spin-off children's programme where I pull toys to bits. It could be the most irresponsible programme ever filmed, and I could have a jolly theme tune. Stuart Ashen, can he break it? Stuart Ashen, he already has. There we are, we could use that as a theme. I'm sure there are no copyright problems with that. Okay, anyway, let's have a look. I think there's going to be less of a proper repair attempt and more of a post-mortem examination, to be brutally honest with you. But who knows? Off we go. Yeah, I mean, this... yeah, that's not good to start, really. I'm pretty sure that didn't go all the way around. Tell you what that reminds me of, actually, talking about kids' TV. When I was young, there was a programme called Play... No, I was going to call it Playbus, but I think it was called Play Days. There's like a sort of cartoon bus in the intro sequence which was going through a village, and it would then stop at one of several predetermined stops where something specific would happen, like they'd have the monkey sanctuary stop. When they stopped there, you'd see some monkeys as well as the jobbing actors having to slum it on children's television. Yeah, but I used to like the intro sequence. I didn't actually watch the programme because I was a bit old for it by that time. But the intro was great because for about 1 second you actually saw, from the driver's point of view, his hands on the steering wheel, and he was driving the bus like this. Seriously. I mean, if he'd been doing that in real life, it'd have just gone straight off the road. Fantastic. It's the hospital stop. It's the crematorium stop. It's the grief counselling stop. Wow, that joke got a bit darker than I expected. Anyway, let's pull this thing to bits then. What have we got? Many screwdrivers, obviously. I've got my whole toolkit here in case I need them. Right, it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, I think. That's not going to be very interesting visually. I'll tell you what, I think there's maybe time for a jump cut. Whoa, there we are. I've undone all the screws now. Didn't take that long, actually. Right. I wonder what's inside. I could probably hazard a guess. A spinning thing and a crappy picture of a track. And possibly some clips and switches and things. Maybe there's something cool inside. Maybe there's just like a shrunken head. And that's all that's in there. And it gives out voodoo powers. And I accidentally killed it by banging on the top. Anyway. Oh. Probably should have opened that upside down by the looks of it. Well, yes, there's the ratcheting thing which changes what's on here. That one specifically, the tachometer, yeah, and the turbo thing and the miles per hour. Wow, that's just so exciting. Whoops, I've thrown it away. Now this is more interesting. There's the key. There's the key that's come off in my hand. Let's put that back in. There, good as new, by which I mean broken. Not sure where that's come off. Oh, that, by the looks of it, yes. Indeed, these are the gears for the gear lever. That kind of makes sense. I've got the batteries there. There's disappointingly not that much in it, really. I suppose there wouldn't be. This is the mechanism whereby you steer and do all that guff, I suppose. Oops. The bit that's come off that probably shouldn't have. And there is the little car, look. It's just a sticker on a bit of plastic, and there was me thinking it was a real car in another dimension that we were tapping into fourth dimensionally. That's it. That's your entire... Oh, wow. I can't see an easy way to get that off, actually. Oh, I want to get that out. Must be a... Can I just... Ah, here we are. Pull the pin. And let's still set it on. There we are. Here's the entire road. It's actually more exciting than playing it. So if any of you had this as a child, I'll bet your memory has now played tricks on you and made you think this was a longer road than it actually is, because there's not much going on there at all. Something else disappointing? Yeah, there's nothing to actually say which part of the thing you're on. The reason I ask is, some people said on the original review there seemed to be a sort of clicking or stopping or flicking of some type when you hit the car. And I was like, didn't actually see that when I was watching it. And indeed, there's no mechanism for that, as far as I can tell. In fact, no, there's definitely no mechanism for that. So that's the end of that then. And look, an old-fashioned bulb from the days before LEDs. Interestingly, actually, you would think that would be the bit that would break first, wouldn't you? Old-fashioned bulb, but no, that kept going way after all the gears and nonsense had broken. Oh. Ah, here's the problem, look. This is sort of supposed to move left and right, I think, and there's not much of that going on. Why is this? I don't know. Try that. Ah, here we are, look. I've got it moving left and right again. It still doesn't... I'm certain this actually stopped when you went to an extreme before. Doesn't do that now. Well, this all seems to be in order. All the springs are there. None of them have flown off and hit me in the retina as yet. Yeah, I think this part's pretty solid. I wonder if that was actually the entire problem, that had become stuck over there. Well, there's one way to find out. I shall now reassemble it and see if it works. That'd be boring to watch, wouldn't it? Time for another jump cut. Whoa, here we are again. I'd just like to point out that I found this fantastic blade of grass inside it, which means it must have been played with outside at some stage many years ago. How interesting. Right, I've put all the screws back in after putting it back together. The parts went together inside extremely easily. What was not so easy was getting the case on, as you had to balance the stick that moves the steering wheel and connects it to that into a little peg near the gear stick, and that was not easy. Right, anyway. Oh, that didn't sound too good. Let's begin testing it. Oh, no, they're all right. Yep. I managed to get the gear stick working at least, which is good because that was the one thing that wasn't actually broken, I think. Oh yeah, look, yeah, it's moving left and right, and yeah, there is a bit of resistance when you get to the edges now. This could be good. Dare we... Oh yeah, I haven't put the batteries in. That's quite important. Up it comes. Big old D cells. In you go. Does anything modern use these now? I think these are just sold for people with ancient toys or really crappy old torches. Right. Are we ready? On. Oh, well, there's something that looks like a screen. Oh, yay, I fixed it. Fantastic. I don't really know why I bothered, as it cost virtually nothing. But there we are. You can now have all your tedious non-driving fun and kind of wish that you hadn't. Stop! Off! Pity it didn't fix that horrifying whirring noise when it's on, but that seems to be an integral part of it. Actually, just turn it on again. Ah, I seem to have fixed the trip counter, look. Marvellous, it's now working just as good as new. And probably will continue to do so until the next time it's used, when it will catch fire or collapse into a black hole or something. Anyway, there we go. That is what's inside a Tomy Racing Turbo, and how to get a broken one and make it less broken purely by reassembling it. Yeah, it wasn't particularly technical. It amazes me, really, 'cause it's like that. It looks a lot like that old Outrun LCD game I reviewed, but even worse. Nostalgia. Crap, innit?